Officials say the Healthy Start Nutrition program is not just about food, it is about creating healthy habits. Formerly known as the School Feeding Program, the initiative aims to take a more holistic approach to student health. It comes in response to the elevated local and regional rates of chronic non-communicable diseases, even among children. Director of Student Support Services at the Ministry of Education, Pearson Stroud, says the Healthy Start initiative is founded on multi-sectoral coordination and will promote all aspects of student health.
The main thing that we're really trying to do is to rebrand some of the things we're already doing and to put it into a holistic approach and not just doing it in silos. And so we're trying to see how we can approach looking at school health, not just from school feeding, but also to combine some of the things that will include the physical education in the school system, the psychoeducational stuff that we do with the counselors, and looking at how we can do it better to make sure that the children are fed properly, that we introduce them very early to good health habits, that we give them a very early appetite and a palate for good food that is healthy, and not just that we want to send them down to the same place that some of us have ended up.
Stroud said the ministry is considering various measures to ensure the program's success. These include hiring additional staff and exploring the use of central kitchens and hydroponics.
We are seriously considering looking at some of the areas where we do not have school feeding programs, or that we have very small schools, for example. Instead of having kitchens all over the place, they seriously consider the possibility, again, nobody's saying this is happening tomorrow, but the possibility of us looking at having central kitchens. The same staff that we have in our schools can be easily become the cooks. We can do shift system, all of those kind of things, whether it's incorporating 4-H clubs, whether it's just in the schools for themselves, developing the school gardens, and where there are no school gardens, to seriously consider using hydroponics as a methodology in terms of giving the children both the practical understanding of what agriculture is like, what it is to produce their own food, and then, of course, to be able to maybe even supply the very kitchens that we're talking about.
The Healthy Start Nutrition program will be launched on Wednesday, December 3rd at Mirabeau St. Andrew. Stroud says that though the initiative targets children, it has a much broader potential.
If we are going to sell that to the children, children can put pressure on parents.
Of course.
Like that. But I've seen it. Miss say, I used to be a teacher, and I remember clearly, parents coming and tell the boy do this about so say and so say. So yeah, that definitely.
Reporting for GBN News, I am Deidre Seeley.